And with this, we have reached the end of this series, part 10 of Fake It Till You Make It. Wow, I can't believe we're at part 10 already. But hey, the good thing is that means other videos are coming up again. I will make a supercut of this, and it might include bonus material. But for now, this is it. Enjoy the last part, and I'm sorry I'm still sick. It was real. Sakusa couldn't believe he just said that. His throat tightened and he didn't look up at Atsumu. I'm sorry. I swear I didn't know how I felt about you when I offered you that deal. I swear. I was too coward to confront my feelings for you, but then... And you acted as though you were my boyfriend, and I didn't even need to pretend. I wanted that. I felt bad because it felt like I was using you, like I had put you into that position on purpose, but I swear I didn't. Atsumu waited patiently for him to finish, his eyes growing wider with every word, and when Sakusa stopped to catch his breath, he carefully reached out a hand to touch his arm, always on the lookout for any sign of rejection. I like it too, you know. Sakusa looked up. His eyes were glossy, and there was a certain disbelief in them that didn't vanish at Atsumu's words. God, Kyo, I don't just like you. I love you. You are amazing and smart, and I just saw how you treat the things and people you care about, and I so desperately wanted to be one of them. Up until today, when it escalated, it wasn't 100% me. I was playing a role to annoy your parents, but I really want to be with you. For real. And not just to pretend. Sakusa could feel the tears assembling in his eyes, and he failed to reply with anything as he choked up on his own words. This couldn't be. It couldn't be serious. You saw the worst of me. I should have helped you earlier. So did you. I doubt that I was graceful when I broke down crying. That's not... You saw my family. Why would you want to stay? Well, for starters, take your parents out of the picture and your family is actually not bad. Great even. I really like your siblings and Kaya is awesome. And aside from that, because you're worth it. There is so much I would do for you, Sakusa. He let his head fall onto the back of the couch and gave him a crooked smile. And Sakusa was speechless for the second time today. This time, however, his heart swelled with joy as silent tears fell from his eyes. Of course, if this is too much, or you want nothing serious like with your best friend back then, I understand. I would be totally up to fuck to piss off your parents, though. Despite his cheeks turned beet red, and his hands flew up to cover Atsumu's mouth. Don't say such things, Mia, or... He felt an odd tickle on his palm and quickly pulled his hand away. Mia had licked over his palm. Or what? Sakusa looked at him incredulously. The silence stretched, and Atsumu's gaze grew apologetic. Sorry, was that too much? Sakusa didn't reply. Instead, he leaned forward and captured Atsumu's lips in a kiss. It was messy and desperate for validation, desperate to gain any kind of proof that this was real and not just a dream. Atsumu let out a surprised gasp, and Sakusa jumped at the opportunity to explore his mouth with his tongue, causing Atsumu to moan into the kiss. He regained some control by straightening his back and cupping his cheeks. One hand found its way into the dark curls and pulled him closer at first before gently separating them. Just so that I don't misunderstand, do you want to do me or be with me? Both. Atsumu laughed as his cheeks turned red as well. That's what I'd hoped for. The morning hadn't even set, but Atsumu already found himself awake again. Nightmares had haunted his dreams, and he didn't close his eyes again despite the reassuring warmth next to him. Sakusa was still soundly asleep next to him. For a moment, he took the time to simply admire him. His pale skin appeared milky under the gentle moonlight. It created a stark contrast to the dark curls and moles decorating his skin. Sakusa Kiyomi was without a doubt a piece of art. His defined muscles made him look like one of the carved statues from the antique, gorgeous and untouchable. Yet that the last part was not a lie proved a series of hickeys littered over his neck and chest, as well as the scratches dragging along his back. If Atsumu was completely honest, he wasn't just admiring the artwork that was Sakusa Kiyomi, but also the one he had painted on the canvas that was his skin. The minutes passed, and eventually he got up and walked a little uncertain in his step, a tiny bit less graceful than before, towards the bathroom. As he looked at himself in the mirror, he saw that he had been marked with a similar artwork as Sakusa. Hickeys decorated his neck, chest, and thighs. There were even bite marks hidden within. His fingers hovered over the area, and the memories from a few hours ago flashed through his mind and made him shudder. For the first time in his life, he truly grasped the meaning of "don't judge a book by its cover." He always took pride in his intuition when it came to choosing his partners, both those he had for longer and those who only stayed the night. Yet Kiyomi was a force to be reckoned with he didn't expect. He smiled. However, soon his thoughts drifted into muddy waters again, and his fingers wandered lower, feeling the uneven skin of his scars. Kiyomi hadn't faltered seeing them. He didn't treat them differently, and Atsumu was immensely grateful for that. He didn't want to talk about these, especially not in the moments like that. He didn't even want to be reminded of their existence. Suddenly, there was shuffling echoing from the bedroom, and he could sense a certain unrest filling the air. Atsumu, where? I'm here, Kiyomi. The ace looked at him with big, dark eyes that looked as though they could hold the universe itself. Why did you leave? I thought you left. He looked so vulnerable at this moment that it broke his heart. What damage had this awful family done to him? I'm sorry. I'm right here. I won't leave. He closed the distance between them and hugged him. Sakusa's head rested against his chest, and he took a few deep breaths to catch himself. I thought you... I know, but I didn't. I had nightmares and couldn't sleep, that's all. The dark-haired's head snapped up, and he looked at him with a piercing gaze. What nightmares? Just bad thoughts, bad memories. Atsumu. His voice softened, and he reached up to cup his cheeks and caressed the soft skin. It's okay, I get them sometimes, and today just was exhausting. It reminded me of back then, of constantly being tired, of people doing their best to find my weaknesses and pick me apart until there was nothing left. I thought I was over it. I thought I was stronger. But here I am, falling apart because one person said something mean. He let himself fall back onto the bed beside him. You are strong. Much stronger than I am. I would have never been able to cut ties with them if it hadn't been for you. They mistreated me for years, but I only realized how bad it had gotten when they hurt someone I cared about so much. Guess that says a lot about how I see myself. He laughed bitterly. Yeah, I know how that feels. They sat in silence for a moment. It was nice, reassuring. Eventually, Sakusa's hand found Atsumu's and he pulled him closer again. If you ever feel like that again, tell me. I'm not really good with these kinds of things, but I'll try my best for you. Atsumu smiled. You are enough. More than enough for me. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope you liked it. I can't believe this series is already over. And yeah, I know that there are still some open questions, like what was going on with Sakusa and Ushijima? He was his best friend from back then, and stuff like that. Am I missing something? Tell me in the comments. This is what I'm saying when I do this supercut, like with the other supercuts I did before, then I might add some bonus material. It will take me a bit more time till I get to that. I hope you liked it. Tell me your favorite quote and scene of the entire series in the comments. And yeah, I hope this was a worthy 10K special. Now have a wonderful and amazing day.